Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Face-Offs and Cheap Shots by Eden Finley and Saxon James. Narrated by Iggy, Toma, and Alexander Cendese. Chapter 1. Jacobs. The excitement thrumming through my veins isn't the same as when I'm about to hit the ice. That's anticipation and adrenaline. This is so much more than that. This is impatience. It's a frustrating pull that makes sitting through this lecture painful. The moment it's over, I'll be out of my seat and trying to duck around the steady stream of students making for the door. I should have taken a seat near the exit for a quick getaway. But alas, when the professor does finally release us, I'm surrounded by warm bodies, all of which seem to be in just as much a hurry as I am. As soon as I hit the corridor, I'm stopped by my teammate Cohen coming the other way. "Yo, Jacobs!" Shit. "Can't talk right now." I keep my feet moving as fast as I can without running. He joins me, keeping pace easily. "I heard you have a meeting with Coach. This is it, right? Congratulations." I shove him. "Don't jinx it. Fuck. You're not a true hockey player if you don't believe in superstition." He snorts. "You and Grant wiped the ice with the rest of us last season. You've got this in the bag." "Dude." His laugh follows me as I leave the building, headed for the arena. With Grant leaving his CU captain position for the NHL, the spot is up for grabs. I've been working my whole college career for this moment. Forgetting the fact hockey is what allowed me to go to college in the first place, I generally love it. I worked my ass off every minute I spent on the ice to make sure my senior year was my year. I'm going to own it. I get to the arena and breathe in deep, cementing this moment to memory. I've walked these corridors for 3 years, skated in this arena 6 days a week, and now it's finally happening. I force myself to slow down and take a breath, then try to channel Grant. This is my year, damn it, and I'm going to show the team I can back up our Frozen 4 win with another of my own. The adrenaline hit is similar to the high right before we hit the ice. It buzzes in my veins. I knock and give my arms a shake to expel all this excess energy, but it's impossible. Coach calls me in, and here I go, ready to take my future by the horns, or whatever that saying is. "Hey, Coach, you wanted to—" My words die the second I see another person in the room. And he doesn't need to turn around for me to work out who it is. I'd know that expensive blonde haircut anywhere. TJ fucking Beckett. Beck. An elitist asshole who has more money than any 21-year-old should be allowed. And also the second best player on this team. The best defenseman CU has ever had. I will never admit that aloud, though. Beck and I don't pay each other compliments. We have more of a I scowl at him while he snarks at me kind of relationship. This isn't good. My amazing high starts to fade. I have a million different theories on why Beck is here, and I really hope it has something to do with him failing a recent drug test or something. Losing him from the team wouldn't be ideal, but it's better than my first instinct. "Jacobs, thanks for coming," Coach Hogan says. My stare flicks between Beck and Coach as I take my seat next to my teammate. That's all we are, not friends. I wouldn't even consider him an acquaintance. "No problem. What's this about?" Coach leans forward and props his forearms on the desk, linking his fingers together. "I'd like to think you both know why you're here." Well, I thought I did. Now, I've been hoping. Beck's acting like he's got all the cards, as usual. We've been teammates for 3 years now, line mates for a season. But while we work well as a team and I know how to share the ice, we've never gotten along when we're not wearing skates. He's the trust fund kid, and I'm barely scraping by on my scholarship. He likes to think everything in the world is good and fair because he's so used to being able to laugh his way through anything. The dude needs a reality check. Not everyone is given what they want on a silver platter. You might need to spell it out to me, I say. Coach leans back in his seat. You were both outstanding this season. Jacobs, your point-scoring rivaled Grant's. And Beck, your stats are the best I've seen in a long time. You are both excellent captain material. Both? Fucking Cohen. He just had to go and jinx me. My jaw tightens, but I manage to keep my disagreement inside. While I was working my ass off every practice and in the gym every weekend, Beck was partying it up any chance he got. He'd turn up to mandatory weight training and practice, but he has never put in any extra effort. Thanks, Coach, Beck says. Ugh, even in humbleness he's cocky. It can only go to one of us, I say, somehow succeeding at keeping my voice even. Co-captains and alternates are common in hockey, but not at CU. For as long as I've been here, there's only been one captain. Thing is, he holds his hands out, between the assistant coaches and myself, we can't decide which of you it should be. Picking a captain isn't something we take lightly. The choice can make or break a team, and with a shitty leader, you can kiss the Frozen Four goodbye. As defending champs, we need the best. I already know all this. That's why I've been so determined to prove to everyone that I'm what this team needs. Not some shithead D-man who thinks he's better than everyone. I can't deny the guy is talented on the ice. But I was supposed to be captain next season. Me. Grant's practically been grooming me for it since he took me under his wing freshman year. My excitement is dead. Please don't take this one thing away from me. Because of this, Coach continues, we've decided to let the team decide. What? I shoot forward in my chair, which Beck seems to find hilarious. Team votes are technically allowed, but this is unprecedented. Great choice, Coach, Beck the suck-up says. The team knows what's good for them. Yeah, and it won't be you. He smirks, and I scowl at the predictable response. But Beck has a right to be cocky. Grant and I were a solid team. Grant has always been seen as an authority figure because of his hockey talent and his natural ability to charm people. If any of the team had a problem, they'd go to Grant. If any of them want weed, alcohol, or a wingman, Beck would be their guy. The team dynamic goes in his favor. The right choice would be to pick me, but popularity doesn't play into what's right. I get along with the other guys, but it's not like I go out all the time. After games and the occasional frat party is all I allow myself. I play hard but work harder. Because with my hockey scholarship, if I don't meet the academic grades needed to keep my spot on the team, I not only can't play hockey, I'll get kicked out of school. With Beck, the asshole could have the team licking his shoes and they'd ask for more. I don't know if it's the charming smile, his carefree attitude, or the witty retorts, but everyone loves him in a way I've never been able to work out. Coach laughs at the clear animosity coming off us. Now, boys, you two need to work together and trust the team will make the right call. They will. They have to. And luckily, I have the benefit of spending the summer at training camp with some of them. Cohen especially. I've always gotten along with him, and he's got the ear of a lot of the other guys. So maybe if I use this summer to get him on my side, I'll have a chance. I'm grasping at straws here, but it's the only thing keeping my ass planted in this seat. Okay, I nod. You're right. The team should get a chance to choose who they want to follow. And whichever, me, one of us they choose, will have a big season to follow up. So we should probably get prepared. Good attitude. Now shake and wish each other luck. Is he serious? I'm not about to argue when the captain position is literally his to give or take whenever he chooses. I turn to Beck and try not to sweat as his big hand folds over mine. We both squeeze a little too hard, hold a little too long, as we wait for the other to break. Beck's full lips tremble as they hold back his trademark smile. The excitement I couldn't shake earlier is nowhere to be found. "Good luck," I manage to grit out, trying to display some captainly qualities. "Yeah, you too." His blue eyes shine. "You're going to need it." "Do not punch him. Do not fucking punch him." "That all?" I ask Coach, desperate to get away. "Thanks for a good season. I couldn't be happier with how it went." Frozen Four Champions is the best title you can ask for, so there's no disagreeing there. I walk out of there as fast as I can, wanting to put as much distance between myself and Beck as possible. But he's hot on my heels. "That went well." "That was absolute bullshit and you know it." The growl in my voice doesn't seem to faze him. I don't want to sound like an ungrateful dick, but this complete crash has taken me by surprise. In no way will I let Beck see me vulnerable. It's a choice between snapping and crying, and I'm sure as hell not doing the second one. "I know. I should have it outright, but I'll play along. We both know who the team is going to vote for." My hands ball into fists, and I shove them into my pockets. "You might as well not try then. You go enjoy your summer in France or Argentina or wherever the hell you're going to next." "Argentina?" he laughs. "Please. But no, I figure I'm a senior now. Might as well get the full college experience while I can. What do you... Maybe I'll stay in Vermont this summer." "How boring for you." I can't even ditch him as we head for the dorms because we're in the same damn building. "I'm sure I'll find a way to keep busy." "Right, good, fine. Why is he telling me this shit?" I try ignoring him, but Beck being Beck, he doesn't get the message. "Maybe we'll spend the summer together. A little bonding time. Some one-on-one." "What?" I finally stop and give him my attention. "What are you rambling about?" "Training camp." He tilts his head. "Coach is always looking for extra hands to run drills with the high school kids. Oh, you didn't think I'd let you have that all to yourself, did you? That's adorable." "You've never done a training camp in your life." "Good thing I like new experiences." Unbelievable. I pick up my pace toward the dorms. The sooner we get there, the sooner I get rid of him. "Why, thank you. Not a compliment. And yet I'm taking it as one anyway." I manage to keep all of my thoughts in as I jog up the stairs and swipe into the dorm. I try shutting the door on Beck, but he darts through after me, sticking close by as we cross the foyer. He even joins me in the fucking elevator. As soon as the doors close, I round on him. "Why are you doing this?" "You really could be referring to literally anything right now." He's got a point. I can't even figure out what I'm annoyed about most. "You want to do training camp? Fine. But it's not a vacation. It's a lot of work." "Oh, now. However will I manage?" "I don't care. Just keep out of my way." The elevator stops at my floor, and as I'm getting out, Beck grabs my arm. He yanks me to face him, and I forget everything I was going to say. Too close. Too fucking close. I can see every one of his light eyelashes. His stare dips to my nose, my mouth, my chin. Then his smile unfurls, promising wicked things, and I can't tear my eyes away as I brace for whatever's about to come next. "That captain spot is as good as mine." "If you say so," I growl. Beck boops me on the nose, and I jerk back out of his hold and get the hell away. He waits until the elevator doors are closing before he gets in the final word, like usual. "May the best captain win."
Chapter 2. Beck. I don't know what Christopher Jacobs has against me, and I wish I could say that I care, but I don't. I actually like the way he's salty with me, probably more than I should. Caring is for adults, and until I walk across that stage in a gown and stupid hat, I will not consider myself to be an adult, or mature, or really all that responsible. That's for future me to deal with and present me to flip off. Honestly, I was surprised the coaches even considered me for captain. I thought for sure Jacobs would have it in the bag. He and Foster Grant have been tight forever. It makes sense for Jacobs to take the spot. Having said that, no way am I backing away from it. This is my last year for glory, my last year of freedom. If I can go out on top, I'm gonna take it. It also helps that I'll be spending my last summer playing a game I love and am nowhere near ready to give up. Jacobs might have been right about my summer plans. I was all set to fly to Greece to spend the break on my parents' yacht. Sounds glamorous, but it's fucking boring. Everything seems to bore me lately. The thought of partying it up with my younger sister in the clubs in Greece doesn't hold the appeal it used to. As the clock winds down on my adolescence, the more action and excitement I crave. Adrenaline, testosterone, hockey. Helping out with training camp this year was the perfect excuse to get out of Dad constantly reminding me my time to do stupid shit is running out. Whenever I come home hungover or with a one-night stand, or he has to bail me out of jail, which has only happened once, he taps his watch. Time for this foolishness is running out, son. So yeah, this summer will be awesome. Getting to torment Jacobs is a bonus. The challenge in his eyes over this captain thing sent a jolt of adrenaline through me, and I haven't felt that high in a while. This is going to be fun. Campus is practically empty as I head for the rink for the first day of camp. There are a few summer programs the school runs, but it's an eerie ghost town without the full student body present. Everybody else is going home or on vacations, and we're going to be stuck inside the arena or weight room 6 days a week for the next 7 weeks. I never thought that would be so appealing. I swipe my key card at the school arena and go straight to the locker room. I'm a few minutes late, and of course, Jacobs doesn't let that fly. Captain should be the first to arrive and last to leave. He's clearly reshaved the sides of his head right before camp, leaving his trademark length on top. Between that and his attitude, I swear nothing ever changes with this guy. Thanks for the tip. I'll remember that when I'm captain next season. The rest of the guys let out hollers and ohs. We have a 25-man roster, but only 12 of us stay to help out over the summer. We take the high school kids through training drills and help build their skills while the coaches scout for who looks like a promising future mountain lion. I go to my usual cubby and start to undress so I can suit up. I'm surprised Jacobs doesn't have a retort. He might not, but Cohen does. He's next to me, and he steps close while he takes his shirt off. Personal space much? Just so you know, I'm Team Jacobs. I'm Team Edward. Cohen rolls his eyes. Twilight references? Really? I have a sister. Sure. You got a point, Cohen? Yeah. Even though my vote is going to be for him, I thought I'd give you a heads up. He's already campaigning for it. If he gets every vote from the summer camp guys, he'll win majority easy once the semester starts. You might want to pull your weight. That sounds like a challenge. Do you even want it? I lose my amusement in this conversation. I would have turned it down if I didn't want it. Well, you're gonna have to work for it, that's all I'm saying. I'm not afraid of hard work, but considering this whole thing involves winning over my teammates, my friends, I'd say I won't have to work as hard as Cohen thinks. Jacobs is driven and great at hockey, but he's not exactly friendly. He hung off Grant for 3 years, popular by proximity, and now Grant's graduated and moving on, Jacobs is on his own. If anyone can put on a smile and sway someone's vote, it's me. I reach for my practice jersey, but Cohen stops me. We have to wear game uniform the first day. Coach likes us to be intimidating. Of course he does. It's all about the mind games when it comes to hockey. Once we're all ready to go, we wait for the assistant coach to come get us to make an entrance. And yep, as soon as we hit the ice, all the kids' eyes widen. All 40 pairs. Out of all of them sitting there, a quarter will be given scholarships to wear a Mountain Lions jersey in a year's time. The odds aren't good, but even being accepted into this camp is an accomplishment. I never came to one here at CU. My parents sent me to the most expensive private hockey camps money could buy. These guys got here on talent. The kids are sitting in the team boxes, and I know they're all around 16 or 17 years old, but they look like babies. It's hard to believe I was their age only 4 years ago. Time is moving way too fast. "Meet your mentors for the summer," Coach says. "These are the guys you have to impress. They report to us, but rest assured, we're also watching." Coach blows his whistle and turns to us. "Show 'em what you got, boys. Scrimmage!" The team splits into two lines. Schofield, our backup goalie from last season who'll be number 1 this year, joins my line. The others kind of hesitate before deciding between my side and Jacobs's, who only has Cohen. Jacobs's scowl is hard and directed at me. How original for him. "Martin, Hansen, and Rossi, you go to Beck's side. He'll need some actual scorers over there." The guys snicker and come over to me. I try not to laugh because for a D-man, I have a high scoring record. Nowhere near as high as Jacobs's, but it's not supposed to be. I'm not just a bruiser on the ice. I help set up plays and get the puck in our zone. Rossi takes center stage and skates up to face off with Greer. I happen to be opposite Jacobs. Total accident, I swear. We show the kids we're mentoring this summer what it's like to play college hockey, and coming off our Frozen 4 win, we go all out to show off what we can do. I'm bigger and wider than most other hockey players, and I know how to hit hard. When Jacobs is open and right in my way, I don't hesitate to flatten him against the boards and steal the puck. I get my boys over the blue line, and they take care of putting it past Sims, who's attempting to protect the goal when he's a sophomore forward. When I glance over at Jacobs, his face is red, and he looks ready to pummel me to the ice. What does it say about me that I think that sounds fun, too? I'm so used to being liked by everyone and being easy to get along with that I find his contempt fascinating. I have no idea what I ever did to him, but whatever it was, I'm not even sorry, because I weirdly like it. I should probably see a shrink about that, but instead, I'm going to spend the next 7 weeks pushing his buttons. I skate past him and give him a mock salute. His murder face is back. So much fun. The first day is more grueling than I thought it would be. By the time we're told to hit the showers, I'm ready for a drink. Or a fuck. The camp teenagers are experiencing dorm life for the first time in their short existence. No adults, no supervision, and apparently it's our responsibility to make sure they don't do anything stupid. Correction, it's our underage teammates' responsibility while the rest of us hit up a bar. McIntyre's is a favorite of the teams because it's within walking distance of campus. When we get inside, my gaze immediately finds Jacobs, who's sitting at a booth with Grant's boyfriend, Zach. Grant's never kept his sexuality a huge secret. It was one of the first things I learned when I met him. But it wasn't until this past year that he actually got himself a boyfriend and went public with it. His boyfriend is kind of not the type of guy I thought Grant would go for. Zach's not into sports, he's academically inclined, and... Okay, I'm trying to think of a less insulting thing to call him than a nerd, but it's what he is. I figured if Grant was ever going to settle down with anyone, it would be a big, masculine dude with muscles and as much ego as him. For a long while, I actually thought he and Jacobs had a thing going on. Not that I've given Grant's love life much thought. Grant's at the bar, and I slap his back as I approach. "What's up, man? When do you leave?" He turns to me with a wide smile. "Next week. Zach and I are driving up and spending the summer getting acquainted with the city." Lucky fucker managed to score an NHL deal. He's going to be playing hockey for a goddamn living, and I'm insanely jealous. That's not in the cards for me. We grab drinks and make it back to the table where Grant slides in beside his boyfriend and puts his arm around Zach's small shoulders. Jacob scowls at me as I move in next to him and make room for Cohen and Rossi. "You know, I've heard smiling uses less muscles than scowling. You should try it sometime." To prove my point, I give an easy smile. "I've heard it's easier not to be a dick. Maybe you should try it sometime." I laugh and sip my beer. Grant rolls his eyes. "What are you two doing now I'm leaving? There'll be no one to get in between your bickering." "Why do you bicker?" Zach asks. I say, "I have no idea." At the same time, Jacob says, "He's a dick." "Why are you so obsessed with my dick?" I taunt. Zach purses his lips. "Animosity like that between two people can be an indicator of sexual tension." Grant leans toward his boyfriend. "He was joking, baby." Realization dawns on Zach's face. Oh, right, smack talk. Go Jocks! He half-heartedly fist pumps the air. Grant kisses the side of his head. Something at the sight makes my gut warm, but I'm quick to dismiss it. Affection isn't something I've ever received, not from my parents and hardly from any of the girls I've dated. I've never felt the need to kiss someone's head lovingly or wrap my arm around them possessively. But seeing Grant and his boyfriend makes me wonder if I'm missing out. So, I hear you two are duking it out for captain, Grant says. Yep, coach left it up to the team to vote, Jacob says. It's bullshit. As if Mr. Party Favors over there isn't gonna take it out if that's the case. Grant rubs his jaw and I can see his captain brain thinking of a solution. Co-captains is always an option. Captain and alternate captain? CU doesn't do alternates, Jacob says. You know that. They usually don't let the team vote for captain either, I point out. I'd be happy to make you my alternate. Jacobs gives me the finger. What if the team made you do certain captain challenges? Grant asks. Try to make it fair instead of a popularity contest. I smile. You're only saying that because you know your boy will lose if it comes down to who's more likable. Cohen bounces in his seat next to me. No, I love this idea. We could make you streak across the quad or, ooh, drinking contest. Grant frowns. That's not what I meant at all. Cohen takes out his phone. What? Can't hear you. I'm too busy texting the others. Jacobs and I share a glance. For the first time ever, I think we're on the same page, thinking the exact same thing. We're fucked.
Chapter 3. Jacobs. It's getting late, and the plan had been to leave well before now. But Beck is putting away drinks like he's on a mission. I'd like to say it's not that I hope he gets drunk and screws up tomorrow, but that idea certainly holds appeal. It's not the reason I'm still here, though. Beck could write himself off whether I'm here or not. No. Instead, I have this useless feeling of responsibility to make sure everyone gets back to the dorms okay, including Beck. Damn, I'm gonna miss this, Grant says. Unlikely, Beck snorts. You're going to be living the NHL life. Hockey, booze, puck bun. I whack him on the back of the head. Asshole. Zach laughs and turns a sickening look on Grant, while talking to me. It's okay, Topher. We know what the reality will be. Wait. Beck sets a hand on my thigh as he leans right over to look at Zach. What did you call him? Toph, no, I cut him off. No, none of that. It's not a thing. Topher. Beck sits back, giving me some damn space, and presses his fist to his mouth. His eyes are wide, like Zach's given him some kind of gift. Topher. Shut the fuck up. Whatever you say, Topher. Well, I guess it is a thing. All I can do now is try to hide how lame I think that name is. I've let Zach get away with it because he's Grant's guy, and he's kind of funny. But I've always drawn the line when Grant tried it. For exactly this reason. Beck will latch on to anything he knows will get under my skin. Talk smack all you want. It's going to be Captain Topher to you. Beck tilts his head. It's adorable you think that. I'm sorry you choose to be in denial. Denial? He points at Cohen. After we go streaking for these losers, there won't be any question of who's packing the big guns. A big dick means nothing on the ice. His pretty boy smile comes in full force. And there you go, thinking of my dick again. Do we need to get you help? Grant thumps the table. Okay, we're out. It distracts me from a response, and I watch as he and Zach stand up. Wow. I suddenly realize this is the last time I'm gonna see my friend in... I have no fucking clue. I awkwardly stand up. Good luck, man. Thanks. He pulls me in for a hug. Captain or not, you're going to do awesome this year. So you don't think I can do it either? Did I say that? He lets me go, and Zach gives me an awkward wave. Trust the team, They might be a bunch of goofballs, but when it comes to the game, they're smart. And he trades a look with Zach. Have some fun with it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?